Well, good day. This is Iron Horse here, and I've just come to have a bit of a talk about current events and what's been going on. I thought I'd take a bit of a wander around the paddock this afternoon just to have a look and see if perhaps any new fungi had come up, and all the cows had been removed from it because we've had a huge weather event, and the ground was literally waterlogged. It was waterlogged at the higher levels, it was waterlogged at the lower levels, it was underwater at the even lower levels still. And interestingly enough, one of the things I saw in the grass, like I'm talking long grass, there's a few long strands and pieces and bits and that here and there, was what looked like some spider web stringed across between it. I thought, yeah, that can happen, even though we've just had days and days and days of flogging down rain to the point I've got a lake outside. It can happen, it's entirely plausible. But then I sort of took a closer look and thought it looks a little like actually cotton. I thought, well, somebody's cotton threads got caught in it, maybe while they were rounding up the cattle. Somebody's shirt or whatever got a snag and it pulled some thread out and it went from one place to the other, and that was that. So I thought that's all within the realms of normal possibility. However, as I kept on walking, I came across some more and some more and some more and some more. And I thought, wow, well, I have heard of this spider web theory that has happened where this stuff can get sprayed from the things that fly through the sky. And I have to be very careful with the words I use here because some of them are trigger words that can have you censored. Like, for example, I can't say chemtrail, so I won't say chemtrail because I have to say lingering contrail or persistent contrail. Anybody that says chemtrail don't know what they're talking about. They're conspiracy theorists, man. We've got to do anything we can to stamp out them damn conspiracy theorists. It's interesting that we should have this during a weather event and that we're experiencing the next best thing to a flood after just having the 1,000-year flood just 2 years ago. What are the odds, eh? I even took some samples, and I know it's a bit strange thing to do, but I put them in my pocket, and it's all balled up now and become sort of one thing. At first I was a bit hesitant to touch it, but when you look really closely, there's really fine fibres in the stuff, but it basically happily sort of formed into a ball. The more it sort of stuck to one another, the more it sort of clung to each other, become a thing. So there could be some sort of nanoparticulates forming in the atmosphere, who knows. We know clouds form because water particles have to cling to something, so it's usually a dust particle. That's what it starts to coalesce upon. And anyway, I'm not here to give you a weather lesson. I'm just here to give you a warning. And of course, I hope that I'm wrong. But I have a feeling that there's something to this one. Like, I don't make this stuff up. I read stuff and I share what I've read that makes sense to me. And so I don't think this is happening. It's not me. I'm just sharing the information that another person has put out there, which suggests that they will be spraying certain particulates through the atmosphere on the days preceding the eclipse that's about to occur in the northern continents of the place they call America. And that it's going to be filled with biological agents. And that these people who are obviously going to be flocking outdoors to witness the event are going to get that into their system. So I strongly suggest, if you are going to go out, don't worry about your eye protection, worry about your lung protection and your skin protection. And in fact, don't go out there at all. Stay inside. Lock yourself inside for 24, 48 hours. That's my suggestion. because the thing that I read said that within 7 days to 14 days, the first symptoms are going to start showing, and then it's going to be the next big pandemic. Now, I'm not normally the one that would stand or sit and talk about the next big scaremongering, fear-mongering thing. I've always done the exact opposite. I've always said it's a hoax. I've never believed any of it. I didn't believe any of it. I wouldn't wear any protection. I would not take anything into my body as a protection or a precaution or anything like that. I'm dead set. I have my own methods, like I make a product myself, which is called silver water, and you can make that yourself just by using distilled water and put two silver rods into it, connected to an electrical charge of about 9 or 12 volts, and leave it for a couple of hours, and that makes a silver water, which is basically the silver bullet to all pathogens. In fact, I've been using it regularly these last few days because I get a bit of a snuffly nose or some conjunctivitis in my eyes every now and then, and so I find that spraying that in and around and up through the sinuses clears it all out, and what do you know, all the symptoms go away. So I'm not suggesting that it is a medical cure for anything. I've had YouTube videos deleted for mentioning it in the past, so I'm not mentioning the word colloidal or the word silver together at all in the same sentence. I would never do that. However, you can buy this product in health food stores that's called colloidal silver, and some people think that it does the same thing. But I'm not mentioning that, and I'm not suggesting that it is in any way a medicinal product or a cure for anything whatsoever, because that would be wrong. I do not give false medical advice. All I'm saying is prevention is better than cure. So if you can prevent getting sick in the first place, it's better than taking a cure afterwards. So think about that. A good healthy diet with all your vitamins and minerals from a good organic based diet is far better than any quack cures or anything like that. But somebody I knew used to take a shot of rum when she was getting the first sign of a flu coming, and that was an ancient Swedish method, and it worked for her. And sometimes the placebo effect can be just as effective as anything. But all I'm saying is that I've heard a rumour that there could be extra heavy dispersion of biological elements into the atmosphere on the 8th of April. And that's probably a good idea, to not allow them to enter into your precious bodily fluids. That's me for now. Talk to you next time.